I want to show you something. Warzone's changed. It's fun again. Hey, don't punch me. Don't punch me. Don't punch me. We're chatting. We're chatting. Do you do this at every sleepover? Hey. Oh. Hey, you know what? I forgive you for punching me. How about we just be friends? We can both get out of the gulag together. We can both get out. We can both get out. Just don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Dude, stop shooting.
Bro, what? No, bro. Hell no.
Hey, what's up, man? Oh, are you my Uber? I ordered an Uber. Here, let me in. Let me in. I'll jump on top. All right, let's go. I have been enjoying the game more than ever. All of these clips were recorded live on my Twitch. I've been playing more than 9 to 10 hours a day since launch 3 days ago. I've been a major critic of Warzone and very harsh. But Warzone didn't just change its map. It changed the game. And before you say it, I'm going to beat you to it. It's not just nostalgia. The game is the most fun it's been. They've made so many changes to the game to make it fun again. From floating loot to the original sound effects. Yes, you could say nostalgia takes a base of this game and changes it a ton. Your life matters. The TTK is a lot faster, meaning you are going to die a lot faster. That adds a new level of difficulty to the game. It's a lot harder. We have lost gulag tokens, flares, and redeploys that have now been in the game since Caldera. But that's a good thing. The pacing is immaculate. You now have to slow down your gameplay because your life matters so much more. And this is very different from Modern Warfare 2, where they forced you to be slower, and we'll talk about more later. This is a change to the game that is optional, and if you want to continue to play aggressive, you can, but you may be punished for that play style. And one of the big things that I know a lot of you are going to ask is, how's the anti-cheat? And to be honest, I think it's a lot better. I have ran into a total of 3 cheaters in 3 days. That average is amazing. Because in Urzikstan, I ran into a cheater almost every game, sometimes multiple in one game. That goes to show they have done a lot. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect, but right now the game is in a good state, and I'm happy that we are not dealing with cheaters everywhere. The atmosphere in the game is so nice. We have all the OG sounds. We have the floating loot. We have POIs that we all know and love. And that's all great. And you might be saying again, nostalgia. But it's different. It's not the same as it was before. The guns are all different. And right now, I would argue the ground loot in the game is the worst it's ever been. And yet somehow, I am enjoying this more than I was Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops 6's Warzone map, Urzikstan. The game feels fluid and yet punishing if you make the wrong decisions. There's way less money. The economy in Warzone is super bad, but that's a good thing. Yeah, you might say Warzone has tariffs now because the money isn't great. I really like that you can't just open 3 boxes to go buy your loadout. Now you have to actually go and find the money, or better yet, do contracts. It seems funny to say that because if you're a returning player, you might say, well, yeah, of course. You always do contracts. That's not always true. In the past, since even Caldera, we have been in a different Warzone economy where you can loot perks. You can fly up on zip lines. And also, every box you opened had a ton of money. You were almost guaranteed in quads to get your loadout within the first minute. Sometimes even 30 seconds. Now, you have to do contracts because that is the best way to get money. It seems like Call of Duty forgot that for a while. That Warzone had a mechanic to make money. So now they brought it back. And that's amazing. The movement, it's a little slower, but it's closer to what it was in MW19. And when I first looked at the patch notes, I was a little concerned, but now I get it. And I think it was the right decision to slow down the pace of the game. Warzone feels so much better when you don't have a fast game. Now, mind you, Modern Warfare 2 tried to make the same decision. But the difference is Modern Warfare 2 not only slowed down the game, but removed core mechanics, added AI, added strongholds, removed loadouts, changed the buy station. They did all these things that no one asked for. And on top of that, punished players that did like to move. Now, I don't think punishing players for playing the game the way they should play is the right call. I think punish players by them making decisions to move the way they want to move. By removing the mechanics, you are hurting the player because they don't have a choice. But by giving them a choice and them getting themselves killed in a situation, they go, okay, maybe I shouldn't play like that. Or they say, maybe I should play like that, but be better at it. Now you have two diverging paths that can help the player gauge how they want to play. On the contrary, Modern Warfare 2 did not let you make that decision. They removed plating and sprinting. They added insane mechanics like swimming and everything else, but punished you for trying to do the normal things that we all knew and loved, like slide canceling. Now, a big change that has been made for Warzone, the actual rotations. You see, since Caldera, we've had something called redeploy balloons or redeploy drones, and those would shoot you off into the sky, giving you the ability to rotate through the map seamlessly. The issue is that it was introduced because vehicles were really bad in Caldera, and that trend continued into Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 and even Black Ops 6. Did they make improvements to the vehicles? Slightly. But in Verdansk, the vehicles moved smoothly. The helicopter was being able to be handled super well. And the cars and ATVs and motorcycles all moved with great speeds and protection for the most part. That is back in Verdansk. Warzone has reintroduced vehicles that actually have meaning. And that's a great move. And because of that, we don't need redeploy balloons anymore. Even the zip lines feel like not that big of a deal while they're missing and are going to be reintroduced in Season 3 Reloaded or mid-season, whatever you want to call it. Are there some buildings that are tough to get into? Sure. But Verdansk doesn't just feel like Verdansk back in MW19. The new Omni movement and, being able to dive and all these different changes have now added a different level of mechanics to the game that lets you kind of parkour into these buildings from routes that you couldn't take before. Jumping roof to roof on bigger axes that you couldn't jump to before. All of this movement only improves Verdansk, and I can't wait to see the changes they make to the map as the seasons go on, because I'm hoping every mid-season to every season at least, they make POI changes and alter the map just a little bit so that it adds flavor. So all in all, I think these are big W's for Warzone to go back to the basics and kind of have a clean slate so that way we can do everything we want to do. One-shot sniping feels the best it's ever felt. With the HDR back in the game, obviously you can build it out for bullet velocity and have a one-shot kill at the most insane ranges, but it comes with drawbacks like your ADS time. Or you can build it for ADS, but you're going to have a lot of bullet drop. This is how Warzone is supposed to be played. And they also buffed other snipers like the car. The car is a core marksman rifle that has been in Modern Warfare forever, even going back to World at War and possibly older ones that I haven't played. But it just goes to show you want to give the players choice, and we have choices right now. Most guns feel very balanced. Yes, there's some outliers like the AK-74, which is a very good AR, but even better used as an SMG, which I've made a video on already. But these things don't mean that the game isn't, balanced. It means they're going to change it and fix the game a little bit here and there. They make tweaks. The game is balanced. The game is in the state that we want it to be. It's more tactical, but not punishing. And it's not just catering towards the one playstyle. Casuals and pros are both equals. You can now have multiple playstyles. But the big thing for me that has been monumental for coming back is the downtime. The beautiful part about Call of Duty is that it has always been a way to communicate with your friends and play a game. We lost that for a while, but now it's back. When you land, yeah, you'll have a firefight right off the rip. Sometimes you'll land in a spot that's very safe and nobody's there. And during those times whether you finish the fight and have to go buy your loadout and get yourself a little more acquainted with your loot, or go and search for loot to get yourself the loadout and continue on. There is downtime where you could talk with your friends, catch up, shoot the shit. And those are the things that made Verdansk great. Yeah, we were in lockdown. No one could hang out. But we had that line of communication. That is back. And it has an even better added level when they added proximity chat back in Modern Warfare 2. The one mechanic that was actually good from that game, and rightfully so, is amazing in Verdansk. Now, you thought you were going to sneak up on me, right? You thought I didn't see you cross from the top of that hill down into the tent area? That you're getting on the roof to try to shoot me in the other building? That was your plan?
Rara. No, I'm not trying to fuck with you whatsoever.
Ricky, listen, I like a good Ricky. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, this is a battle royale, and one of us is gonna have to leave.
True.
So I'm not gonna have my feelings hurt if you kill me. But I'm also hoping you don't have your feelings hurt if I kill you. He doesn't know I know he's on the wall. Ricky, you gotta get off the wall. Because now not only can we talk with our friends, but we can meet new people while playing. I had so many funny situations where someone picked me up in the beginning of this video you saw and was my Uber driver. I had a situation where I fooled people in the gulag into thinking that they should team together, and in reality, it's me up in the rafters, you know, baiting one of the players. There are so many funny things that we can do now that make this game so much better. And because the pacing is so much slower, not because they slow down the game by, you know, forcing it, but because it's a choice, the game feels better. Sure, there's more people camping and stuff, but that's Call of Duty. It's always been like Call of Duty. Ever since Black Ops 1 when they introduced ghosts, it is a slow game with the option to play faster and aggressive. So I hope you're enjoying Warzone like I am, because I'm back and I'm feeling better than ever. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and make sure you guys check out my stream, twitch.tv/JustRaraToman. I'm live pretty much every day. I'll see you guys in the next video.